My name is Mabel Jenkins, and I'm 72 years young. Most people picture grandmas knitting quietly, baking pies, or watching their favorite soap operas in the evenings. But last Saturday night, I decided to rewrite the story. That night, I went to a nightclub for the very first time, and I can tell you it was nothing like I expected. It was loud, bright, wild, and downright fun, and I loved every single second of it. The seed of an idea. It all started a week earlier, when my granddaughter Lily came to visit. She was full of energy, her neon pink hair sparkling in the sunlight as she talked excitedly about The Pulse, a popular new nightclub downtown. "Grandma," she said with a mischievous grin, "you have to come with me this weekend. It's going to be amazing. The music, the lights, the dancing, you'll have a blast." I laughed softly, brushing my silver hair back. A nightclub? At my age? Lily, I think that's a little too wild for me. "Oh, come on, you're young at heart. You can do it," she insisted. The idea planted itself in my mind. For days afterward, I found myself daydreaming about flashing lights, pounding music, and people dancing. Things I hadn't thought about in decades. Preparing for the big night, I rummaged through my closet, determined to find something that would make me feel confident and beautiful. After some searching, I found a dress I hadn't worn in years, a dazzling red number covered in sequins that shimmered in the light. It hugged my figure just right, modest enough to keep me comfortable but still glamorous. I paired it with my favorite black heels, a little wobbly, but they made me feel like a queen. In front of the mirror, I smiled at the reflection. "Well, Mabel," I said to myself, "tonight you're going to shine." Arrival at The Pulse. Lily picked me up promptly at 9 p.m., and we drove through the busy city streets to the nightclub. The closer we got, the louder the music became, bass pounding through the walls, lights flashing like fireworks. The line outside was long, full of young people laughing and chatting. I could feel my heart pounding, but Lily squeezed my hand reassuringly. Inside, the atmosphere was electric. Neon lights danced on the walls, smoke swirled around colorful beams, and the thumping music vibrated through my whole body. The air smelled of perfume, sweat, and something sweet, probably the cocktails. I felt nervous, but exhilarated. First steps on the dance floor. Lily dragged me onto the dance floor. The music was deafening, beats so loud I could feel them in my chest. I hesitated at first, feet unsure of the rhythm, but soon the beat took hold. I laughed, swayed, and moved like I hadn't in years. I was free. Someone handed me a bright cocktail, pink and fruity, decorated with a tiny umbrella. I took a cautious sip. The taste surprised me, sweet and tangy with a kick. Before I knew it, I was sipping faster and feeling the warm buzz of the drink. New adventures and surprises. As the night went on, I tried things I never imagined. Glow sticks that I wrapped around my wrists, flashing lights that made me dizzy, and even joined a little dance contest. Young folks cheered me on as I busted out moves they hadn't expected from a grandma. I sang along to classic tunes and new hits, lost in the joy of the moment. I met a bartender named Jake, who taught me how to make a Mabel special cocktail, a secret recipe he swore by. I chatted with a group of college students who took selfies with me, amazed at my energy. Lily beamed with pride. "See? I told you this would be fun." Midnight moments. At one point, I stepped outside to catch my breath and look at the stars. The cool night air was a relief from the warmth inside. A couple of regular club-goers nodded at me, clearly impressed by my boldness. I smiled and felt alive. The night ends. By 2 a.m., my legs ached, but my spirit soared. We left the club laughing and talking about the best moments. Lily hugged me tight. "Thank you, Grandma, for coming. This means so much to me," I smiled. "Thank you, Lily, for convincing me. I never knew I could have this much fun." What I learned that night taught me that age is just a number. You can try new things, dance under neon lights, and laugh like a teenager no matter how old you are. It reminded me that life is meant to be lived boldly, that sometimes stepping out of your comfort zone leads to the most unforgettable memories. Now, I'm not saying I'm ready to be a regular clubber, but that night, it was magic, and I'm ready for the next adventure.